Alright, what is going on everybody? It's Tristan here, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys, I got a cat in my room somewhere. My mom has a few cats and there's one laying by the door, so I'm gonna go let it out in a sec. But what we got in this video is we're just gonna be talking about some sneakers right now that I feel like are good to buy while the sneaker market, again, is kind of slowly recovering. I wouldn't even say we're in a down point anymore. We could go down again, but I don't think it is likely. I think we're actually doing fine, and a lot of these sneakers are actually selling at reasonable prices. Ones are kind of back down like they were before, a few things like that, but we'll just kind of get into it. There you go, just left the door open for them. But if you want to check my Instagrams, anything like that down below, feel free. That is all down in the description. And one main thing in particular, of course, subscribe and like here. Y'all have been showing a ton of support. Road to 70K. I did promise a giveaway then, and pretty much I think right around like when my Discord opens, my cook group that is coming soon right here. You guys should go follow this. Thank you all for following this. It's almost at 300 followers under a week, so I think that's pretty awesome progress. No posts yet even, but I'm gonna try and get something out in the next day or two. Just waiting for some people to have some in-hand Paris land so I can get some better pictures and things like that. But that's everything that needs to be said, so I hope you guys will enjoy. No like, I didn't set one in this video, but each one helps this channel get more engagement, things like that. So it's up to you, but this is definitely way too long. Let's just kind of get started. I've been distracted left and right. My fault. So the first one I want to talk about right here is the Adidas Yeezy Slide Onyx, which again, you see the amount of sales this one has had in the last 3 days in StockX. A very, very popular sneaker, heavy in demand, just like most Yeezy Slides. Again, the only reason that they haven't been as good of a hold recently is just because, again, they keep restocking this colorway. This one is restocked like every 3 weeks for like a while now, like because Adidas did Yeezy Day, and then they did a drop like a couple weeks before that where there was some slides in like the 26th, 25th. So there's been a fair amount of slides dropping as of recent, so that's why I feel like it's a good time to buy kind of a colorway you may want. Just kind of go look at it, see where it's priced, and I don't feel like it's a bad point to do that because there's plenty of good colorways out there in Yeezy Slides that are kind of near its retail or only like maybe $10-$20 above. Green glows, things like that. Green glows don't actually look too bad in hand. They're not as bright as you would think. I mean, they are, but it's actually not terrible. And I'd probably go with the Onyx for a personal, or I know this is a basic opinion, but the Pures, there's plenty of colorways I'm sure they'll release in the future that we'll just kind of see. I'm a huge fan of those high-res blue 700s. I had someone send me an offer, but I think it was way too high for me. Like it was like $350 or something for let me check market, because that's kind of reasonable. Retail's high. Yeah, no, they are taxing, because on StockX, I mean, some of the recent sales, the bids are at 320, and yeah, it's like 325, 326, 335. So me paying 350 would have been ridiculous. I don't know, people are just always trying to rip me off, and I'm like, bro, I'm not that, like, I don't even know what I'm talking about though. So aside from that, first pair, Yeezy Onyx Slides. We'll move on from whatever mumbo jumbo that was in that first part. But the second sneaker I want to mention is going to be the Jordan 1 Stage Haze, or the Jordan 1 Bleached Coral, whatever you really feel you want to call it. But aside from that, the Bleached Coral, I think it's a really nice pair of sneakers. Of course, it looks a lot different than the low version they made of the sneaker, which is kind of like a pink suede material, and this one you can see kind of has that gray suede on the back, and this one has slowly been going up in price. I mean, this is showing these sneakers are recovering. Look, 209 up here now at 230, so people are starting to pay up a little bit for these just because it's a nice and wearable colorway. I've seen some places in bigger cities these have actually been sitting, which is very surprising to me, because this is a nice shoe, and a lot of people probably actually bought this for their collection, which I think is this is a reason why I feel like this sneaker did so well. It had a consistent amount of sales, around 18,000 on StockX. If I scroll down and show you, that's what it would say. You can go check yourself in the app as well, but it just had consistent sales, and I don't feel like there has been a lot of people holding this one, just more people buying it for their collection actually put to feet. But the stock is pretty fairly distributed. It wasn't too high, it wasn't too low, and that's why this shoe has kind of been doing good. And that's also why it's a good point to buy this one, because although it is probably a little bit of a high point, I don't think we'll see like a little restock. I mean, of course we could see sneakers do one of those little shock drops they do with a few pairs down the line, maybe a couple weeks. It's been a minute since they've done something like that, where it's just been like one of those shock drops, or it'll be like 3, 4, or 5 pairs. So I'd expect that soon, and I wouldn't be shocked if this was one of the pairs on it. I mean, this is a nice pair of Jordan 1s. I would get this for my collection for sure. Wearable, kind of simple colorway, and not to mention, it's a good summer theme. It looks nice, and ones are kind of slowly recovering, so you'd get a good deal. I mean, obviously you're paying retail. It's the best deal you can get, unless you can go with brick links, things like that. But aside from that, second one I mentioned, Bleach Coral. Nice pair. And the final one I want to mention, since I did say this was 3 sneakers, but I do have a third and fourth to mention, 2 SBs. I've mentioned these in past videos and it just popped up right there, but the Nike Dunk Low Dodgers, the SB version, and of course the SB version of the Nike Dunk Low Philadelphia Phillies. Now, I actually have a pair of these waiting for me back in Charleston. I gotta make sure that I'm hoping my friends picked that up. If they didn't pick that up, then it's not gonna be there. That's the reality of it. Just yeah, it's tough, but that'll be the reality of it. People take stuff from my mailroom, so it's tough. But yeah, basically these very wearable colorway. I like the details, you know, kind of where you got the gum on the back here. It's on both actually, so you can see it's supposed to represent like you stepping on gum, or just, you know, kind of gum again, because that's popular like in baseball games and things like that. And this is like a typical Dodgers colorway. You know, you got that white on it as well, which I feel like this is a reason why this one will do well over time. It's kind of got, you know, that I guess navy blue. Could I call it that? They say it's a deep royal blue, so like a deep royal blue, and then kind of that white on it. I feel like it just makes it a little bit more wearable. But of course, the Philadelphia Phillies colorway is very wearable as well, and people are not going to care. You know, Phillies fans are going to be going crazy for these. I mean, this is a good sneaker. Anybody in Philadelphia, I mean, that's in the sneaker game probably sees these and like, oh, this is my city. I got to get something like this. But I think it's a dope sneaker. I like the tribute to it. Again, they really killed it. I don't know why they changed the name to the Team Valor and like maroon colorway. I think they did that like on the sneakers app. I don't know why they always do that. They never call it the Phillies, but everyone calls these the Dunk Low Phillies. I mean, the SB Dunk Low Phillies. Like nobody is calling these the, you know, Team Valor and maroon colorway, whatever they named it originally on Nike. Just I don't know why they always do that. It's ridiculous. But two colorways we got right here, two SBs. I think these were actually really good SBs that dropped this year. A lot of detail, kind of, you know, a little bit of history on them, and they actually have some small details on them. Like if you actually were, I can't show you because I don't have a picture, and I should have shipped that Phillies pair here. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I should have been able to show you, you know, if I had it here, the details they have on the inside. You know, like there's a little, let me just look it up. Why don't I? So you can see they have a Philly cheesesteak and the Liberty Bell right there on the inside of the sneakers. So again, some small details. Something on the insole as well. I feel like it's pretty nice. And you see what I'm saying kind of about the gum on the bottom right there. Pretty simple, you know. I just love how this one kind of stands out. Like this would be very wearable, very simple. And there's also some details I believe in the inside right there. There's a palm tree, and then there's something else I can't quite spot it there. But I like what Nike's been doing with these SBs recently, kind of adding a little small detail about the location or something like that. Well done. So another great pair right there. And these are pretty much the four ones that I would look at right now as kind of good deals, ones that you're not really gonna lose on in the future. This isn't like a sneaker investment video, just if you're looking for some pairs for your collection, maybe to add to the inventory if you want to do that. I don't feel like, again, if you were to hold any of these for a year, I don't feel like it'd be, you know, other than the slides, that would probably not be a good idea. But any of the other ones, especially the SBs, those SBs aren't gonna drop again, you know, like very low chance. So I mean, over time those will do well, and if you want to buy them, now's the time. Especially the Dodgers pair. Look at this. Like these aren't really making progress right now, but you can see it's setting up. So especially big sizes, they're going to start picking up real soon. So that's everything I need to say. Make sure you guys follow my cook group coming soon. Again, stay tuned for that. I'd love if we can hit 300 followers today. We're going to have everything you guys need. I mean, we have a lot of like different bot providers. What else can I mention right here? We got, you know, some food discounts, so you'll save a lot of money using DoorDash, things like that. And even some free food, like, you know, codes and things like that. So we got that. And then of course bot support if you're trying to learn how to bot. What's another thing? Oh yeah, we got the backdoor coming up. You see right here, bypass links, you know, different sites. And we're going to be running some giveaways the first week, of course, and monitors for sneakers, your favorite foot sites, things like that. But definitely a good giveaway in the first week. I'm thinking we're probably going to give away, I'm going to try and give away a pair of Jackie Robinson Dunk Lows. I will definitely make sure I get a pair and do that, because it'll be whatever size the person wants to, so I'm not going to like specify the size. It'll just be Jackie Robinson Dunk Low for the first giveaway, you know, for members in the chat. And then, you know, whoever wins, they just send me their size. I get them a pair of, you know, goat or something like that, and then we're good. That's everything I need to say. So check the IG, all that down below, and stay tuned for what I got coming up. This is not gonna let you guys down. I put a lot of time into this. It's gonna be good. I promise you. I'll be active also. So that's everything I need to say. I'm ending that. Tristan, thank you guys, and hopefully I will catch you in the next video. I don't know why this is so long, but I talked a lot. I'll probably cut some parts out. That's enough. I'm Tristan, and peace.